when you're looking at the executive function challenges that everyone with ADHD has at some level, and some more issues in one of the executive functions than the other, but impulse control, emotional control, flexible thinking, working memory, self-monitoring, planning and prioritization, task initiation, and organization. So if you're like, when those things aren't strong, you don't have tools for when those struggles come up, your overwhelm is going to be triggered. So also sensory overload, which we've talked about before, being a highly sensitive person, talked about like a second episode maybe, but like noise, lights, visual clutter. Like I said, when you're on a to-do list and you find something that might take 5 minutes, like sometimes I have like little piles of things, like maybe this pile's for one kid and this pile's for the other kid, or this pile needs to go down to the basement, and it's just kind of sitting here because just as I work my way through the house, I'll do those things. But if there's multiple things just sitting there, that's visual clutter, and I'm sitting there going, I have to do that. I just want to get it out of my line of sight so I can focus. But then also noise. If there's constant noise, and that's why I use the brown noise to kind of block out even, when there necessarily isn't an overwhelming amount of noise. It's just a focused choice of mine to put that on so that I'm able to not be overloaded by a drip outside the window or something, but that will overload our brains, like all the different sensory, noises. Like if you're wearing a shirt that's like the tag is bothering you, or, it doesn't fit totally right, or, like I wore those jeans the other day and the pockets were like really tiny, and I was like, why am I wearing these? Like these pockets are annoying, and I can't, I don't know. So I changed them, because why?
You don't need tiny pocket jeans in your life.
No, nobody does.
It's a good decision.
And then there's decision paralysis. So we tend to overthink as ADHDers because we cannot turn our thoughts off. It doesn't have a pause button, this filter in our brain. It literally just like, go, 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 all the thoughts. So even small decisions sometimes can become overwhelming. And like I said, just making a list can feel like one more thing, And then the other trigger is emotional impact. So if you carry guilt, frustration, shame, they add to overwhelm by just holding those feelings and not working through them. So if you're feeling frustrated, you overschedule yourself, or you don't take enough downtime after a really tough day, a really tough couple of days. Like that's definitely something I had to learn. I just always was go, 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 and didn't really understand the emotional impact of that overwhelm, and didn't really allow myself any downtime or recovery time or whatever, so that I just kept getting in this cycle of like going and being exhausted and feeling emotionally out of control, and then nope, just keep going, and it sets you up for failure. So, but you also, if you're having a lot of overwhelming emotions, then those action items and your tasks and to-do lists start to pile up. So again, then that feeds the emotional cycle of, oh my gosh, I'm not meeting my deadline. I'm not going to even hit one thing on my list today. And that itself can turn into guilt or shame or thinking we're a failure.